So I'm going to do my makeup because I've just been going through it and it's not a vibe, and I want to do something fun to make myself feel better. And while I'm doing my makeup, I'm just going to talk about both Zoe Laverne and I guess an update on the 13-year-old situation, as well as another lawsuit that Tati is involved with. So in my last video, I talked about a lawsuit that Tati got herself into with her husband's former college friend, and I said in that video that when people were talking about it, they were being a little bit careful on the subject, and I'm pretty sure that's how this lawsuit got started. The person that was talking about it wasn't very careful with the way that they worded things and weren't very careful with the way that they shared their own opinion. Also, a disclaimer that this video is fair use, so all the media used in this video is used for criticism, review, or in a transformative way. All the information I present is public information, and everything else is alleged, a joke, or just my opinion. I also mixed my foundations, and I'm pretty sure I put too much of my dark one on, so I'm just gonna try and balance it out with a bunch of concealer when I'm gonna do that. I've got a bunch of pimples in my eyebrow. I've got literally 2 pimples at the front of my eyebrow here, and then I got one of those painful ones at the back of here. So when I finish drawing my eyebrow on this side of my face, it low-key kind of hurts, and I'm thriving. So the person that Tati has filed a lawsuit against is a commentary YouTuber that goes by the name Without a Crystal Ball, and she's made quite a few videos on Tati, and she has heavily researched Tati to the point where people are calling her a stalker because she has gone back and checked records of her family and stuff like that, saying stuff like it's kind of interesting how she's not really part of it anymore, on online records and stuff like that, I guess. And she also said that she's building on theories about Tati's dad and her mother, which is kind of invasive. So Tati filed a lawsuit against her, and somebody on Twitter kind of explained why she did it and why she has the grounds to do it, saying that essentially if you're going to prevent information that's public, you have to only present the information that you were given on that public source. Otherwise, you are the only source of information for that information. You know what I mean? So essentially, the grounds of the lawsuit was that she was spreading misinformation that was defaming Tati.
Right, I can't learn my lesson. I can't do shit right, take antidepressants. Illness and welfare robbed my adolescence. My friends probably hate me, can't answer a message. Filled with anxiety, always be hiding me.
And so she went on Twitter and she said, "I would hate to live in a world where having an opinion about public figures means they can sue you for everything. My Twitter is my opinion. My disclaimer in all my videos are that these videos are for entertainment, my opinion, and should not be taken as fact." The lawsuit mentions the defendant's pattern and practice of civil harassment targeting plaintiffs Tati and James, including but is not limited to falsely accusing James of having a long history of crimes, being a career criminal and scammer, theft, fraud, having multiple felonies, stealing money from his dying mother, having a long rap sheet, being a career con artist, being a demon, and intentionally killing his mother, as well as falsely accusing Tati of being a snake, a con artist, selling snake oil, intentionally and knowingly selling products harmful to the public, having a company that is stealing property from other companies, and manipulating its customers, being a demon, and lying. My channel is Without a Crystal Ball. You will find commentary and opinions on trending topics. All of my videos state that I am a commentary channel and my content should not be considered fact. Please subscribe for further updates on the issue. My previous tweet about the lawsuit was deleted earlier today due to a typo about the reporting of the lawsuits. I reported on allegations of lawsuits filed against Mr. Westbrook, included his denial, and also reported on the orders from the courts. All lawsuits are allegations. Here is an example of what they say I said false. The lawsuit accuses James Westbrook of liquidating hundreds of thousands of dollars of Halo Beauty's assets on October 10th, 2020 as the Westbrooks learned about the case, effectively devaluing the company. And then she deactivated her Twitter and said on Instagram, "I deactivated my Twitter today. I will be back. I'm not hiding anything. I'm not running from anything. I just can't answer anything. I'm not running narratives. Anything said about me is someone else's opinion, and anything alleged about me is false. I know the truth and I know what's going on. I can't speak about anything. I know you want answers, but you have to trust that this will be sorted out and everything will be fine. Demanding I answer questions will never work, and you obviously don't understand the legal system. Anyone gloating or acting above me, just remember, if you are making videos like I do and cover commentary, this can and might be you. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't, but be careful what you cover seriously. There are a lot of wealthy people on YouTube that spend a lot of money to keep small creators quiet. This is not about one person, but rather many. I've learned a lot in the past few days, and what I'm going through has happened to many others." She went back on Twitter and then said, "This is my account. I deactivated deactivated my Twitter for a few hours, but this is me. The conspiracies right now are pretty comical. Y'all just take a deep breath. This isn't that serious, but if you are a commentary channel, seriously be careful what you are saying right now. Anyone talking to anyone involved in anything legal can become a party to a legal situation. So if you're talking to people, seriously be careful. This is why I'm not talking to anyone about anything. And then it turned out that she wanted to file lawsuits against some other commentary YouTubers as well, saying if I were Dustin, Nick, Rich, and Angelica, I'd probably cease and desist. Don't say I didn't warn you. Which is funky because the entire thing with her right now is that she doesn't believe that she should be sued just for sharing an opinion, and then these YouTubers are just sharing their opinion on the situation.
Not a role model, that's not what I strive to be. Can't go outside, I'm afraid they'd be finding me. Paranoid about my privacy, yeah. And they always asking questions about my face, can't relate. Fucking caught my own reflection, broke a mirror the other day. Got a lot of bad shit that I'm taking to my grave. Got a fucking date with death on house arrest till trial.
I forgot to mention that she also deleted a bunch of her videos, or at least privated them, specifically videos that like contradicted her statement that she was only sharing an opinion and that she wasn't trying to spread any of her opinions as a fact. But apparently Tati has quite a strong case against her.
I spend them all inside, waste my time while I'm scrolling, but I love when it rains, cause I'm agoraphobic. Cause I can't do shit right, I can't learn my lesson. I can't do shit right, take antidepressants. Illness and welfare robbed my adolescence. My friends probably hate me, can't answer a message. Filled with anxiety, always be hiding me. Feeling inadequate's always what's driving me. Not a role model, that's not what I strive to be. Can't go outside, I'm afraid they'd be finding me. Paranoid about my privacy, yeah. And they always asking questions about my face, can't relate. Fucking caught my own reflection, broke a mirror the other day. Got a lot of bad shit that I'm taking to my grave. Got a fucking date with death.
In my last video, I also talked about laverne because she was essentially busted for inappropriate behavior with a 13-year-old kid. And when people first started talking about it, she went on an Instagram live and basically said that it wasn't true and none of it was true. And she's an adult, she knows right from wrong, and she wouldn't do that with a kid. And then there was a video leaked of her kissing that kid. So she obviously like had to fess up about it because she obviously was doing stuff with him.
So I grab the red wine on rainy days and then I pour it, cause I'll age another fucking 1,000 days before I know it. Yeah, I spend them all.
So she went on another Instagram live to talk about the situation, and
it sucked.
It was trash.
She was like apologizing, but keep in mind she was apologizing for pedophilia. And she said in the video at some point, people like to stick their little noses in other people's business. Miss girl, you literally had a romantic relationship with a 13-year-old boy. And when people start to get concerned for the kid, you're gonna say that they just need to mind their own damn business. She was like, I wouldn't groom him because I love him. I'd never do anything like that. How do you describe the situation then? Because you clearly had a thing with him. You are 19 years old and he is 13. You are supposed to be the adult in the situation. You are supposed to be the one setting the boundaries. If you let him think that having a relationship with you is okay, that is on you. And then she said like, I didn't do anything without consent, and like we consented to kissing each other. And it's like, Miss girl, he cannot give you consent to do anything. He is 13 years old. And she's like, we didn't do anything more than kiss. And I was like, well, on the last live stream, you denied having any kind of romantic relationship with him whatsoever. And now you're gonna come on a live stream being all like, we were just friends and we like caught feelings for each other, but he consented to kissing, so it's okay. Like, regardless of whether or not you like fucked this 13-year-old, you still overstepped as an adult. And she said that she did all this stuff. She said she caught feelings for him and ended up kissing him because she was in a dark, or they were both in a dark place. That literally makes no sense. Nobody goes into a depressive episode or has a bad month and then thinks, let me do something with a minor. And she was like, yeah, I'm 19, I'm legally an adult, but I'm still a teenager. Yeah, what is your point? Your point is you're a teenager, so you're allowed to do something with a 13-year-old boy? No. Again, you are the adult. You set the boundaries. She said a bunch of stuff along the lines of like, we all make mistakes. Nobody just like makes the mistake of kissing a minor knowing their age.
But I love when it rains, cause I'm agoraphobic.
And then she called the people who are discussing the situation pathetic. So you can act on your feelings that you caught for a 13-year-old being a legal adult. And the people who are concerned for the kid are the ones that are pathetic. She continues to say shit like, I don't know why or how this has gotten so big. It's so big because preying on underage kids just isn't a vibe. And not a lot of people are a big fan of scarring kids for the rest of their life because they don't know what they're doing, and the adult that is supposed to know what they're doing decides to act incorrectly.
I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. What's the point? I'm not okay. What's the point?
And then she like jokingly said, you know, I get cancelled every other week. And it's like, well, who do you think is the problem then? If people are able to find so many problems with you so often, maybe the issue isn't that everyone's too sensitive, but rather you need to make sure that you're not being a creepy ass bitch. And obviously she has to have a sympathy play, being all like, it's been really hard and I'm just trying to smile through it because a lot of people are angry with me right now.
Why do you think they're angry with you, Zoe?
I'm still wondering whether or not I should do eyeliner because I feel like I could easily fuck up this look.
I can't do shit right, I can't learn my lesson. I can't do shit right, take antidepressants. Illness and welfare rob my...
This is mean, but I don't care how you're feeling. I care about how the kid is feeling. The kid literally went on an Instagram live and apologized for the situation. Apologize might not be the right word. He brought up the situation, and I just want to know who told him that he had to or that he should. Because I don't think it's the right move to have the victim of the situation have to come out and talk about it. And then she went on an Instagram story and ranted about why people are still mad. She was like, well, I apologize and you guys are still angry. Yeah, okay. Go off bare minimum, queen. Like, you apologize, we must forgive her pedophilia.
Illness and welfare robbed my adolescence. My friends probably hate me, can't answer a message. Filled with anxiety, always be hiding me. Feeling inadequate's always what's driving me. Not a role model, that's not what I strive to be. Can't go outside, I'm afraid they'd be finding me. Paranoid about my privacy, yeah. And they always asking questions about my face, can't relate. Fucking caught my own reflection, broke a mirror the other day. Got a lot of bad shit that I'm taking to my grave. Got a fucking date with death on house arrest till trial days. So I grab the red wine on rainy days and then I poet. Cause I'll age another fucking 1,000 days before I know it. Yeah, I spend them all inside, waste my time while I'm scrolling. But I love when it rains, cause I'm agoraphobic. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm not okay.
Yeah, I can't do my lashes at the moment because my extensions are still in the process of falling out. And I'm not going to pay like $30 to get my eyelashes removed. So I'm just gonna wait until they all fall out, and until then I just won't be doing my lashes. I don't know if it's because my skin tone has changed, but I feel like this lipstick doesn't really suit me anymore. So that's all I have for you guys today. If you liked this video or if you liked me, make sure to like and subscribe. If you didn't like me, make sure to get in contact with my teachers because I bet you have a lot in common. And make sure to stay safe and stay hydrated.